We're going to be continuing our series on healthy relationships, talking today to 12th graders about campus violence. By the end of this session, we hope to have students learn about campus violence in order to prevent, identify, and respond to potential abusive situations. Heading off to college is an exciting time for recent high school graduates. College life introduces new environments, new experiences, new people, but it also creates new challenges inside and outside the classroom. Whether you're in a big, small school, personal safety and security on campus are concerns for students and parents across the country. Today, we'd like to talk about things to help inform and guide you on the subject of campus safety and sexual assault awareness and emergency response. Statistically, did you know that 1 in 5 females and college students are survivors of sexual assault? And then 11% of rapes on campuses are reported. So that means 90% are not reported. This makes it the most underreported violent crime. We're going to watch a news clip of a local student several years ago, Lauren, and her story.
Today marks 7 years since Indiana University student Lauren Spear disappeared in Bloomington. And despite thousands of tips, we still don't know what happened to her. The 20-year-old sophomore vanished on June 3rd, 2011 after a night out partying with friends, but she never made it home. Friends last saw her walking alone in an alley. Bloomington police are still investigating this case, and Lauren's parents continue to work with a private investigator as well. Charlene Spear today described what she calls the most heart-wrenching experience of their lives. She said in part, "I never could have imagined we would still be searching for Lauren 7 years later. I end this now as I start each morning, hoping today will be the day." We have a link on WTHR.com tonight where you can read the family's entire statement and report information anonymously about the Spear case.
Lauren's story reminds us of our vulnerability here locally as well as nationally. But there are some other things that also make you vulnerable that we're going to talk about a little bit today. One is alcohol use. Alcohol use is most commonly associated with sexual assault on campus. And according to a number of studies, there are some additional risk factors that we should consider. Sorority membership makes you vulnerable. A quarter of sexual assault victims were sorority members, whereas general population, 14% were non-sorority members. The number of sexual partners you have, women who reported having more sexual partners since entering college are more likely to have reported sexual assault. Your status and your grade, so freshmen and sophomores are at the highest risk. Also, the first few months of a school year is the highest risk time of year. The day of the week also makes you vulnerable. More than half of sexual assaults took place on weekends. And of those, more than half occurred between the hours of midnight and 6 a.m. Also, attendance to off-campus party. More than half of sexual assaults against college women took place in off-campus settings. There are some things you can control and some tips and some safety approaches that you should consider. Always familiarize yourself with Campus Safety Office. Know where to go to get help. Know who to call in a situation. Also, be vigilant about your social media. Make sure that you're only following people you know and that people only follow you that you know. Do not just friend anybody. As always, keep everything locked up. Your car doors, your dorm doors, make sure you're locked up. Know how to defend yourself with safety and security devices. Use a buddy system. Walk in pairs. Don't go places alone, particularly at night. Don't leave parties, go to parties, go to school events by yourself, walking on campus alone. And then always know where you're going. Make sure you have clear directions on where you're heading to so you don't end up in town, in places that are maybe unsafe and that you're unfamiliar with. And it's never a bad idea to give people access to track your location on your phone. There's plenty of different tracking apps that you can install on your phone so that people know where you're at and you can be located quickly. Notre Dame has this video out about bystander guidelines because part of safety and prevention is not only looking out for your individual, but looking out for your fellow classmates.
A,
B,
C.
these 3 letters, these 3 actions.
can make all the difference. For your friend,
For your sister.
For anyone in need. A, assess for safety. Make sure people are safe.
Decide whether you should call the authorities.
NDSP,
You alright?
somebody.
When you intervene, your personal safety is your number one priority.
when in doubt, call for help.
B, be with others.
If it's safe to intervene, there's power in a group.
Get others around you to help step in and step out.
C, care for the victim.
Ask the victim if they are okay.
Are you okay? Does he or she need to report the matter?
Do they have someone they trust to take them home?
Assault can happen to anyone.
Anywhere.
By anyone.
So it's on us to be our brothers and sisters' keeper.
It's on us.
It's on us.
It's on us.
Where can you go for help? Make sure you're aware of these places on your campus, whether it's a large school or a small school. They all often have these places. The campus counseling center. You can go there if you have concerns. You can go there if you need some help. You need some report after an assault, or even to help equip you with information on how to keep yourself safe. Also, familiarize yourself with the campus safety office. Know where you can call, know where you can go, and know where you can get support. Health centers generally are housed with mental health professionals as well as physical health professionals that can help you if you find yourself in need. If you live in the dorms, they often have residential services, which could be a hall director or a floor resident assistant or a resident advisor. Most campuses have people that you can go to, that you can reach out to for help. Always seek help. As you're still here at Ben Davis, you can always see your school counselor or a trusted adult with concerns. And always, please be safe.